Had them apple pies and things at the Mrs. Baird store. You know we was hitting up the outlet for show down there off Lamar by the Arena Center right here in ATX. You know hitting up the Mrs. Baird's outlet. Yeah, you know about cinnamon rolls and all them. You know that's that shit when you a stoner, yeah, or eating all them Xanax, y'all. That was my favorite thing was to get the munchies from that Xanax. You could not get no munchies like that from anything, you know. Oh yeah, but I was crazy. Oh yeah, I would freaking go and take, like 10 milligrams and then go buy an 8 ball of dope, you see, and I put all of that speed right up in the smoke, after, after freaking dropping all. What you know about the Converse with the straps when you locked up in the county? Yeah, I had the last pair, I wonder if they're still going round, they was in that Wilco, I was the last dude that had the last pair, I worked in that room, you see. Yeah, fire watches what they say, yeah, suicide patrol, yeah, we kept them clothes real clean. You know you had to if you was going to be a trustee, and get them 3 for 1. Gotta hide them free world clothes, so you can get home, no. 'Cause an extra 5, 10 piece it hurts, yeah, even if you are a piss scout for sure, yeah, that's a fish, And them at M&M's on Posto, we was tatting up the fish, Yeah, we getting Choco Tacos, hell. And we did get them double cheeseburgers, yeah. We did. It ain't no lie. I don't give a fuck. That shit was live as fuck. You know, listen to Zero all day long. We had that coffee going, freeware style with that creamer and real sugar sneaking back. Rubber gloves full of that. Making spreads with just freaking crackers, man. Mayonnaise with a ramen soup. Chase it down with a Seroquel you bought for 1. You got 100 milligrams for that one soup. Broke it into 8 pieces. That was 7 days and an extra one to re-up. Yeah, that was one soup a week to sleep. Every minute you weren't working, so then you make it through your time. Yeah, you do it quick after doing 60 days in solitary legit. You know that shit was fuck for show. Smack that convict music up front. A con. Hey, I'm a con, aren't you a con? Yeah, if you are a convict, you're an a-con just like me. No, and I'm just a dumbass from Central Texas. Y'all know I call it the Ring of Fire and Bermuda Triangle. Y'all might know it as the Third Coast or the North Shores of Lake Travis. Yeah, we crazy. Oh yeah, I am a dumbass. Yeah. But I got some raps in there, they're funny. Sometimes they are really good. Yeah, my kid's grandma's name was Honey. Yeah, but she was a Patsy for sure. Yeah, Yeah, took a long look at the bottom of my beer when she was hitting fat ones. Yeah, I did smoke bud with her. She asked if that bud was strong as that used to be. I said, hell, I don't know. I rolled one up, passed it to her. She took a puff. Yeah, but her sons wouldn't do it. I bet her oldest did, but not her youngest. Oh no, he would not even smoke with Wild Bill. That's crazy. Yeah. He smoked all of that hazy. That danky. Smack that. Smack that. Smack that. That was heroin when I was coming up. That was what we called smack back then. We didn't let it out here though. You know, but people who did it, but they weren't allowed to sell it. Kept to themselves and didn't promote it. Yeah, because that shit gets a hold in it, goes, and then they cut off the flows, and then you hooked, and you sick. That's the kind of shit get you fucking real, real fucked up, and then people start doing things like Fetty and all that shit, and dying in the streets. That's no good. Yeah, you know when bodies drop, the heat turns up. You can't turn that off. Yeah, you know when that heat's on, from bodies dropping, taking all the wrong drugs. You know that's gonna bring on that real heat. You know it's for real though. You know I'm not playing. You can't turn that shit off once. Once young white girls dropped in the streets from doing too much fucking drugs. Once and twice and three times. That's fucking crazy. You know that heat's out here and you can't shake it. Why you think everything is gone so fucking crazy, up and down, fluctuating? Gotta pay attention, y'all. I've been out here too long to not know these signs of a freaking drought year. Yeah, yo. Yeah, we're gonna get rain on all the holidays, just like we did right there on Memorial Day. It'll be like that this 4th of July. Oh yeah, we used to have the parties right here at my house when the park got rained out, and it was not worth the fuck, 'cause the lake was down and there was too much rain. We came back here and threw it down. Out in the woods with my homies, yeah, we was just kicking it, old school, kicking back some natties, you know, shotgun and beers, you know. Might have been up in the tree houses, still kicking back 40-ounce OEs after the Blue Bull slits, you know. We drank that shit. Little youngsters drank 'em hot. Yeah, 640s got us fucking wasted for sure. But I drank hard liquor. And I smoke my Marlboro Lights, you know that Gold Pip. Gold Pack, yeah, I wear that fucking pinky ring, you what you know about.